What's up, Jacksonville? Dan Hicken here, the media mogul, ready to give you a peek ahead to all things Jacksonville sports this weekend. As always, let's start with our Jacksonville Jaguars. OTAs, another session, getting work done, working the offense, working the defense, working the draft picks. One of the guys who kind of came to the forefront this week is Travis Etienne. There are expectations about this young man who has admittedly embraced those expectations, said he would love a Deebo Samuel type role. Well, a Deebo Samuel type role, last year in his third season, Deebo had 77 catches for 1,400 plus yards, 18.2 yards per catch. A lot of yak in that, you can bet. He also ran the ball a bunch of times and had over 300 yards rushing. Listen, the point being, you can use Travis Etienne both as a running back. He'll have more rush attempts than Deebo Samuel and less receptions, but he can also obviously catch the football. He got into the end zone in college. Will he do so in the NFL? Time will tell. We don't know anything about Travis Etienne except that he was an explosive player at Clemson, which was great. Scored a lot of touchdowns, which was great. But we saw him basically for 2 NFL plays, and he broke his foot. So the good news, the news that I'm embracing, is that he's healthy, right? And he's out there, and nothing's holding him back. And by the way, James Robinson, also maybe a little bit further ahead than we expected. I think James Robinson is a full go for training camp. So now, give me a healthy Robinson, a healthy Etienne, and I got a lot to smile about when I think about the ground game and what it could be with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So something to keep an eye on. All right, let's talk about the Gators. Hey, shout out to the Gator softball team. Maybe Coach Walton's best coaching job ever. He's won 2 national championships, so it seems like a lot, but I didn't think they had any chance to get to the Women's College World Series, and they did. They don't have the greatest pitchers this year, but some timely hitting. They went up to Blacksburg. They beat Virginia Tech, and they're in a pretty good side of the bracket in the Women's College World Series. They've got Oregon State, Arizona, and Oklahoma State, who's pretty good, by the way, but not Oklahoma. So if they could get out of that bracket, in all likelihood, they would face Oklahoma for a national championship. But to me, everything from this point on is gravy. I think they've gone above and beyond. So I'm anxious to see what they do and what the baseball team does as they host their regional. FSU on the road for its baseball regional. Listen, give them credit. I think it's 44 straight years they've made a regional. It was close this year. They were one of the Final Four, but they got in. They'll be in Auburn this weekend. They open with UCLA. Let's highlight locally Trayon Webb. He's the cousin of former Gator star D. Webb, who went to Ed White. Trayon's a running back at Trinity, and maybe the best prospect, arguably, in the 2023 class from around here. And listen, this is where Billy Napier needs to make a statement, right? This would be a good get for Billy Napier. We shall see. Some people feel like he's leaning towards Florida. We'll find out eventually. And that's all I got today, ladies and gentlemen. It's summertime. Enjoy. The oven is on, but the skies are blue and the sun is shining. And we'll talk to you next time on Jacksonville's Weekend in Sports.